Hey, what's going on, guys? Mindiku7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. It's episode number 74 today for our third season of Bristol Motor Speedway, the Food City 500 today. And we just had a great surprise and a great present that we had for us, actually, the last episode. Because we actually ended up winning our first race of the season after having a very slow start to the year. We're back up in 15th place in the points, with our one win now, of course, at Darlington. We really needed that win so badly, man. We really needed it. Yeah, we really needed all that stuff anyway. I am actually holding off on building anything right now because of one thing. So we got one race left to go for the new chassis tire wear stuff to come on in. So I kind of want to wait until that. And to tell you the truth, I really don't want to take, you bring out some of our newer stuff because of our inventory. Of course, you can see here it's pretty much lower stuff. So I want to keep using these two for a little while. That means we're going to be a little bit slower for a little time for the time being, but it's going to be okay. I promise. Don't worry. Bristol, always a good tough track to be there. It's the world's fastest half mile, of course, being Thunder Valley. I'm ready to rock and roll already. I'm just very excited to go do this race anyway, because Bristol's a lot easier compared to Thunder 04 in this game, so that's definitely something to look forward to. All right, let's rock. All right, here we go. Qualifying here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Of course, we're only using one lap, not two, as the crew chief would say, because we're thinking about just only doing. Why am I fucking messing this up? Okay, here we go. Qualifying here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're only using one lap because of our rule that we made for this season anyway, is to only have one qualifying lap besides the super speedways for those who don't have watched this playthrough. Go into the third, three, and third, four. We're trying to have the same strategies we do at Darlington last week, where we try to keep on the lead and stay there. 15.083. Very nice stuff to see. And we have a really interesting top 5 lineup here. Jimmy Spencer, Schrader, Earnhardt, and Rick Mast, the rounds of the top 5. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. That's going to give us a good shield for all the other good guys here, I bet. So let's see how this turns out.
Welcome, everyone, to Bristol, Tennessee for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Food City 500, right here on MRN. As usual, 43 cars will start this race, and when they get lined up to take the green, they'll take up more than half the racetrack.
Well, that's right, Joe. The fans here love watching this race. There'll be some bumping and banging out there, and this one, you can be assured of that.
The 56 car has really focused in on his qualifying runs this year.
Man, is it paying off for those guys. Seems like each and every week that car is starting in the top 10.
This is a much-needed break for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I could tell by the look on his face this morning how happy he was. I didn't even have to ask. Great to see him starting up front for a change.
In 1999, Tony Stewart won the Rookie of the Year award with one of the finest first seasons in NASCAR history.
3 wins, 2 poles, and a 4th-place points finish. That's a tough act to follow for any driver, and I'll bet it'll be a long time before another rookie has a coming-out party that big.
Okay, the plan for this race, tried to get to the tail end of that pack. That's right there, all the way back there. Our teammate, Kenny Wallace, is starting in last. So our plan is, of course, to try to pull away from these guys, and especially some of the faster guys that are just somehow trapped back there. I can't believe how many of these guys are start towards the front, honest to goodness. Wow, you got like Schrader, Bobby Hamilton, Rick Mast, LePage, Dave Blaney, all qualified really well, trying to take advantage of that track position, because track position is always so key here at Bristol, no matter what year it is. But anyway, 125 laps around Bristol, and we're underway here at Thunder Valley. We want to make sure we try to lead as many laps as possible and try to basically run away as fast as we can from all the other guys that are probably going to be just as fast, if not even faster than us, that are like just by themselves. Of course, the goal, of course, is to try to catch up to that tail end of the pack there. Because once we do catch up to that tail end of the pack, we are basically set sailing. We want to try to put as many cars a lap down as possible before the first pit cycle. Now, of course, I made the tire pressures very low. I made it 17 psi for this race, actually, just so actually, maybe give you an idea what the setup's kind of like. Yeah, this is how kind of crazy I made the setup a little bit today. 17 psi and -3 on the wedge because I needed this thing to turn. I couldn't get this thing to turn at all for like the first 5 laps, so I made it so where it's turning just as so well. All right, Little E's actually making his move on Jimmy Spencer already for the 3rd spot anyway, so that's really nice to see, of course, as well. We're kind of pulling away between the a little bit of a 4-car pack. Rick Mass is just being the train conductor on that one. He's going to be the Secretary of Defense for today. Meanwhile, I'll just try to hang on to that lead and just not give it up. That is the plan for today, and try to catch up to that tail end of that pack. And then there were 3, because now it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. taking the 2nd spot away. He really needs this great run here that we're having so far. Ken Schrader falls back to 3rd. And Jimmy Spencer has kind of like lost his way now, back all the way back in P4. Rick Mass is still holding the way everybody up in the 5th position on back. So I'm really needing it. I'm really needing all the assists I can get at this point. Really nice stuff to see, to holding everyone up back there. That just goes to show you that that's like what my plan is for this track. I'm trying to take advantage of how the AI cannot get around the other AI very easily. Dale Jr. made it look easy around Ken Schrader, though. I will say that he made it look easy, but the way I'm driving, he might be able to get back behind Little E and manage to pass him. Car's doing fine. The car's doing fine. It's going to get tight later on, and of course, the front tires are always going to wear no matter what I do with it. And I decided to just go all out on the tire grip. That way, I can get. If I'm going to fall off, I'm going to fall off into like the 15.2s, 15.3s, etc. Instead of just having 15.2s to start off with, like I had in the original setup. I was feeling I'm going to fall off into like the 15.5s and 6s. So those 10ths of a second, I tell you, they add up. They add up quick. It's especially when it's like 2/10 of a second. 1 lap, it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1 second. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, and you'll just be 2 seconds off the pace within like about 10 laps. We don't want that now, do we?
Your right front tire's a little worn. Careful now.
All right, as expected, it's going to go away after 28 laps. The tires are, but once again, we're just pulling away. The 3 of us have just pulled away from the entire field. That's probably being conducted by either Jimmy Spencer or Rick Mass at this point. I don't even know, and like so many slow AIs are up at the front. It's great news for us, as we're trying to smell blood here with the last 2 place cars, because I see them in sight. They're in sight, because once I get as I said before, the plan, of course, is to try to put as many cars a lap down and try to take advantage of the AI not having a good time getting around one another. Because I can believe Schrader can try to get around Junior, but it's going to be hard for him to do so. I mean, Junior just made it look easy last time. I don't know. So maybe there's like a lot of conditions to be made as... Oh, I think I heard Dale Jr. get sliding tires just a little bit there. Maybe he's starting to fall off just a little bit, but he's going to get right back on me in just a second. So maybe it's just a little bit of a mistake. I'm not so sure. We're running 15.4s right now. I'm just trying to be very cautious, but also trying to push away as well. All right, we caught them. Now it's time to put these guys a lap down, and hopefully Dale Jr. doesn't follow us into these lap cars. If Kyle Petty could just give up the bottom and just protect it for me, that would be great. Thank you for giving up the bottom. Now I'm going to try to take advantage of that by just slowing you up, I guess. Giving you a little bit of a brotherly shove as a thank you. Now get in front of the 8. Yeah, there you go. Now, our teammate Kenny Walls had a great run at Darlington. Unfortunately, he does not have a good run here at Bristol. Our tires are worn. Go figure. Cry me a river. Is that Jeff Gordon? Jeff Gordon is having a howler. He is struggling as Kenny Walls hits the wall right then and there. We have Ron Fellows in this race today as well, but it looks like in Nemco 87. So honestly, I mean, it's not looking great for the other Andy Petrie stable or like RCR equivalent cars. Anyway, I would say at this point. But yeah, Jeff Gordon, though, what are you doing? I know it's hard to pass, but it's been 40-some laps, and you're not ahead of Scott Pruitt as a bit of a stack up there. What was going on in front? I didn't even have time to react to that as we give Ron Fellows a bit of a nudge. Yeah, the more cars we put a lap down, the better. Ken Schrader actually got around Dale Jr. there. I just happened to see that on the leaderboard before it went away. Really nice stuff to see. We're gonna try to put if you don't get out of the way, I'm just gonna nudge you out of the way, like right so. I'm literally doing the Dale Earnhardt treatment, essentially. Everything's just dandy. We're leading the race still. Everything's fine, crew chief. Everything's fine. I'm just still looking at the track map, like right then and there. It's still weird, like how we're just like dominating this race, but yet all the other guys are just nowhere to be seen. That's Jeff Burton, by the way, one of the more faster AIs in his mod. We're about to basically put him a lap down in like about a few laps or so. If we can just get around these other guys. We got Brent Bodine to put a lap down. We're used to seeing him lapping us, and now we're lapping him again. So finally things are back to normal. It only took 70-some episodes, but things are starting to go back to normal. Very nice to see. And we got Scary Terry right in front of us. Please do not be so scary. And we got the Burton brothers also in front as well. This just seems so wrong and so weird how we're just dominating this race. It's so wrong. I think it's just so wrong. Like, we literally must have gotten really good RNG in that one with with basically like Dave Blaney, even Jerry Nadeau did really well in qualifying, as we purposely damage our right front a little bit just to get him out of our way, because we really need to get these guys out of our way. In a few laps, our tires will probably turn red as we put Ward Burton another lap down. I mean, the more cars we put a lap down, the better, I say. That's the thing I'm trying to do. Lap as many cars as I can. And then when the pit cycle happens, when we don't lose that much time, as we say hello to Jeff Burton, that, yeah, we came here to play today. Again. We wanted to play again. I love how if we win this race, it's not even like 100% legit. We're just taking advantage of like the AI's poor overtaking skills against like each other. Pit cycles are now, appears to be happening now. We're barely even having Schrader or like Junior like on the leaderboard anymore. In a few laps, we're gonna come down pit road here. Obviously, the rear tires have not worn out, but the front tires are very, very worn, and of course, our fuel is almost gone completely as we scrape the wall, unfortunately. So that means we gotta spend about a second, I guess, worth of repairs, I suppose. I think that's Tony Stern just went down pit road. In about a few laps, we'll come down pit road. I mean, this has literally been a perfect start to our race here in everything. Literally, everything has gone correct. Hold on. Actually, I can't say that just yet. All right, so I guess I'll have to wait until the fuel tank is completely gone, because we just almost had another accident, another Bristol pit road accident. I forgot to make sure that we don't have that happening. So I guess I'll go until the tank's empty. All right, scratch that. We're coming in now. Scratch that. We also been told that we led the most laps today. Really nice stuff to see. We come down pit road. No changes whatsoever. And yeah, come on, please do not fuck this up again, pit guys. I know you're getting replaced next week, probably. So think about it. They're getting replaced regardless. They just don't know that yet. All right, fine. We're coming out P5, waiting for see where we're cycling out. Up P6, it looks like there, because of some people have yet to come back down pit road. And we're gonna stay out in P6. So far, so good. We just have to wait for the rest of the field to come on down pit road, and this has been a very, very good race for us. We're still waiting for the rest of the field to come on down pit road. Hopefully the caution doesn't come out, and if it doesn't, and the pit cycle's complete, we are in good shape. Jesus, Bobby Hamilton and Andy Houston have yet to come down pit road. What are you guys doing? There's no way you guys are going to go all the way around. You have to come down pit road. What is your fuel economy, guys? Like, what is this? Surely you haven't already come down pit road. I mean, by the way, Schrader's back up here now, so... All right, so we got some cars coming down pit road. It looks like it's... Yeah, Bobby's on the other side. We're still waiting for Andy Houston. So Andy Houston will probably maybe lead this next lap coming in. Nope, he's coming in now. Same lap as Bobby, but we're going to take the lead here in this race. That's the nicest stuff to see, but unfortunately, the cars are gone. I thought I would have a bigger shield than this, but no. We have LePage and our other teammate, Joe Nemechek. Schrader is still here. Schrader is still with us. He has had a great pit stop compared to us. and he's running in second, just about a half second behind us. So no, we're not out of the woods just yet.
Getting those marks. That was a great lap, buddy. Number 7. It's still there. The 7 car.
Oh my God! I just saw Schrader get through both of them on one corner. This is why I said we try to make as pass as many cars as we can. Usually it's a harder time for the AI to get around, but no, he's back. Schrader is back. We just put Waltrip a lap down, I'm trying to see if we could get to that pack up there. I feel like we could be home free if we could manage to get those cars around us before Schrader gets around Michael Waltrip. I mean, Joe Nemechek could be the best teammate all that he could. You know, he did all he could to be a good teammate, but unfortunately Schrader got the better of him. I'm just trying to. It looks like he's gonna do Waltrip in a second. I messed up the corner just a little bit, trying to figure out where he's going. Trying to catch up to those guys. I mean, the race is not over. Oh my God! Now, nope. It's back on. The race is back on. It's between the old guard versus the new. Schrader versus Gunther at Bristol. He'll be right up on my bumper in about a few laps. I'm just so desperately trying to catch up to that group. I feel like I can sniff it. It's right there in front of me. Schrader is just still trying to be on my tail about everything. And I feel like as soon as I get to that group, I think it might be over. I can pass these guys easily compared to him. It took a while for him to get around Nemechek and LePage, and then of course Waltrip put up no issue. So now we're in this big cluster group of cars. Can I get around them? That's the thing. I bet I could. I'm just trying to see if I can get a good run around Chad Little here. And then Kenny Irwin Jr. He had a great run last week at Darlington. He finished 9th, I believe. Chad needs to get out of my way. He's desperate too. We're all desperate, aren't we? But I understand why he is. He might be out of a ride if he knows he's going to perform so horribly. Now get the hell out of my way, Chad. I just hope that Kenny Schrader, that old Kenny, doesn't follow me, go through. So now he's gonna have to protect the 36. Out of my way, Irwin. I need you to get out of. I need you to get out of my way. I need you to get out of the way. I'm trying to put as many cars as I can. I mean, we were fine by ourselves 1-1-1 with Schrader earlier in the race, but even so, I want to have an insurance policy. Put as many cars as I can a lap down. If a caution comes out now, I'm not pitting. So the AI are not going to pit. I'm not going to pit. We're fine one-on-one tire-wise. Out of my way, Andretti. So we put a few cars a lap down already. We still have more to go in front of us here, including the point leader. I see Johnny Benson, the fast white car in front. Doesn't look so fast today because of all the traffic probably being in the way. Our point leader, Johnny Benson's having some trouble getting around some little lap cars. What position is he even in anyway? Wow, Jimmy Johnson is having a great run too. He's in P6 right now. Both the Haas Carter cars are 5th and 6th. Very nice stuff to see. Yeah, let's see. Johnny's in 21st and Rusty's 18th. So definitely for sure there's some points to be gained. Wally Dombeck's the only car out of the race. And now we just try to get more and more cars a lap down. Now this is a sight to behold. The points leader and Rusty Wallace. We're probably gonna lap him in this race because we have so many cars in front that are just absolutely gone mad. I didn't even see Steve Park at all in this race. Again, he was like, I don't know, like I haven't seen him all race. I think Steve had a great race or whatever as well back in Darlington, but I don't even know where he's at right now. Meanwhile, we're about 1.5 seconds ahead of Schrader. He's in that big pack. He's gonna have to get around so many cars just to get by me. Meanwhile, we got Johnny and Rusty being side by side, which is not what I want to see at all, with Kenseth being in the way. So now it's my turn to get held up here. I really don't want to put the bumper to Johnny, but I'm afraid I might have to if he can't get around what's going on here. And Rusty's going to be dominating on the outside line because Kenseth's is going to protect the bottom. We're gonna have to do something about this. All right, I'm trying to push Johnny to go to the middle so we can just pass Rusty on the inside. We can pass Rusty on the inside. There we go. car looks really good at D, but now Schrader's having an easy time trying to get around some other guys, but just getting around as many people as we can to put as much of a meat shield as we can. We got about 10 laps to go in this race. We just passed our teammate Kenny Wallace to put him, I think at this point, another lap down. We got 5 laps to go. I think we got this in the bag now, because Schrader is now about 2.2 seconds behind. We're pulling away with all the traffic being held up behind him, and we have a bit of a gap now in front of us here, so we have some breathing room. Now we have some breathing room up front. Yep, we just gained about 2 cents that lap. Yeah, we have some breathing room. That's exactly what we need. 100%. The home run ball 2 times in a row. At this point, I wonder if I should have gotten the 15th place average finish sponsor instead, but oh well, what are you going to do? But hey, definitely for sure, Whitetails and Outback are certainly going to be very happy with us. Going to be going back to back here in just about 30 seconds from now. Unless by some random miracle that the engine blows, which it won't. All we have to do now is just park the bus and just don't even have to put anybody a lap down. We're good. We don't even have to do anything anymore. We can just cruise. We have more than enough fuel to make it back. White flag is now out for Bristol. 1 lap to go here at the Food City 500. Schrader did an amazing job, I'm not going to lie. He started in 2nd or 3rd or whatever, and he kept up with me. He did, I'll give him that. But in the end, it's us. 2nd win in a row, this time at Bristol. The plan worked out beautifully. All right. I don't even know where the other cars have finished. All we know is just ourselves and Schrader, 1-2. We have absolutely cooked. After Atlanta, y'all should have just stayed in and say, wait, hold up. When Nick said something about Bristol and Darlington, let him cook. Let me cook. That's all I have to say. All right, we'll do 1 Polish victory lap before my fuel runs out, I guess. All right.
It was all green flag racing in this one.
Well, that's good news for all these race teams because that can mean one thing: no major wrecks.
The 56 car ran in clean air pretty much all race long.
Doesn't get much better than that. He led the most laps, and more importantly, he led the last lap, which gives him the victory.
This is MRN signing out for now. And we hope you'll join us again for another exciting NASCAR Winston Cup race real soon.
Wow, I'm getting the case of the deja vu here. Weren't we just here like a few days ago? But now we're at a different track though. Where are we at? I think I'm at the wrong track. This isn't Richmond. It's Bristol, baby! That's what this track is. It's Briggle, baby. Oh, yes. I miss this victory theme so much. Oh my gosh. We needed this one too. We have cooked. And we're going to keep continuing to cook as this playthrough goes on. Wow. All right. That's perfect. For the 2nd time this season, we get to sing Ode to Joy. As you can see, the top 10 results that are right there. Schrader's in 2nd. Earnhardt's 3rd. Earnhardt Jr., I should say, is 3rd. Mark Martin, 4th. Jimmy Johnson clawed his way up to P5. Very well done for the first time, I guess, first full season rookie, I guess, for him. Bobby Labonte, 6th. Jerry Nadeau ended up in P7. Jarrett, 8th. Tony Stewart up to 9th. And Dale Sr. up to 10th. How many other... I mean, we led all but 10 laps, essentially. I'm not sure who the others were to come down to... lead laps or whatever. But as we've lapped all the way up into 15th place. Bill Elliott was the last one on the lead lap. So Ricky Rudd also led a lap. I think there were some others as well that also led laps. Taking a look through down here. Bobby Hamilton led the other 9, but he finished 34th, so that's really unfortunate there for him. Yeah, Kenny Wallace finished 2 laps down. Andy Houston finished 3 laps down. And then Wally Dallenbach was the only retirement of the race. All right on that one. Wow. Yeah, wow. 2 in a row. Who'd have thought that? Who had that on their bingo card? 2 tracks that are not named Richmond or Super Speedway. And we got some more good tracks coming up for us, too. We're going to keep cooking. We're definitely going to keep cooking here because we got Martinsville, sorry. Wow, I called this one Martinsville. Texas, Martinsville, and then Talladega. The next 3 tracks, we're going to cook. We're going to cook in those 3 tracks for sure. We're up to 9th in the standings, tying Jimmy Johnson for that spot, but we get the edge because of the wins that we have. We're now 121 points back off of Johnny Benson. Mark Martin's trying to take the point lead back for the first time in a while. But yeah, like the point fight is open for us. We're gonna keep fighting. We're gonna fight. I mean, the road to Atlanta is very tough. I don't even know if we're gonna win the championship in our 3rd season. Probably not. I mean, because we got another big problem to worry about, though, as well. The R&D has officially come in. It is officially here. So now the big question is, what do we do now? We have more than enough money to play with here. This was exactly what I was worried about the money situation. Because now we can just go full on with 9 races of either the engine power or tire grip, or hell, even the downforce as well. It's gonna be one of those things next. But yeah, that's all there is to it for this episode. Can't believe we just did 2 in a row after having struggles for like the first 4 races of the year. We were struggling, besides Daytona, of course. But those tracks, for some reason, we always have a bit of a struggle with. But for Darlington and Bristol, we just played a track position game, and we just cook. Now we go to an actual mile and a half again and see how we do there. Because we did good at Texas last time. We'll see how we do in the next episode. Anyways, if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And we're going to be on our way to 800 subs. And we'll see you guys in the next one at Texas.